can states legalize marijuana, and yet the federal government considers it illegal and a crime? Do you see something wrong with that? I do. Many people don't realize the benefits of legalization on a federal level, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about that. According to Patrick Gallagher of the National Society, marijuana is the highest yielding cash crop today. It brings in over $36 million in tax revenue each year. Today, I'm going to give you facts and statistics on how legalization will benefit all of us. I'm going to talk about the economic benefits, the prohibition costs, and the medical benefits. An increase in tax revenue is one of the basic economic benefits. In the year 2016, Colorado alone saw $175 million in added tax revenue just from the sale of marijuana. Washington saw $241 million, and Oregon $55 million. In North America, marijuana sales are expected to reach $20.1 billion by the year 2021. More jobs are created by legalizing marijuana. In Colorado, 23,000 new jobs in the year 2016 were created. In Washington, 23,000. In Oregon, 11,500. More jobs means more income. From statistics I've shown, federal legalization is going to boost the economy. It's also going to eliminate many costs that we're going to look at next. Prohibition costs. Costs of marijuana arrests. Okay? When we incarcerate someone, it's the taxpayers' money that incur that cost. So we're arresting people for having a joint in their pocket or for smoking marijuana, and yet we're incurring the cost of that. It's adding to the cost. The drug campaigns. The Just Say No to Drugs campaign that was popular in the United States cost $33 billion. That's a lot of money. And the reality is that we don't have any less high school age students that are using the drugs now than we did in the 1970s. So that $33 billion spent on that drug campaign really didn't help us. Unfortunately, federal law classifies marijuana as a Schedule I substance, meaning it's highly addictive with no medical benefits. The law does not distinguish between medical or recreational use. So if you have a prescription for medical marijuana, yes, it's legal in the state of Florida for you to use it. However, it's still illegal federally, so you're kind of in that gray area where you could be arrested according to the federal law. So these are things that we would like to see changed. Legalization on a federal level would give us $20 billion net gain on top of the current net worth. You can see that the costs incurred with prohibition are astronomical. In a society like ours, there is no reason to have prohibition of any kind anymore. Federal legalization will definitely eliminate many of these costs I just told you about. Medical benefits. Marijuana contains contains cannabinoids that are known to have medicinal value. It's used for pain relief, muscle relaxation, to increase appetite, decrease nausea. It's also used with cancer patients and has been found to be effective. The two main cannabinoids are THC and CBD. THC will decrease pain, decrease inflammation, increase appetite, and reduce nausea. CBD has been proven to control seizures in people. It also will reduce pain without giving you that high that you get from the THC. Studies have shown that when it is used in conjunction with radiation, it does kill cancer cells, so it is useful for many cancer patients. It aids many immune system diseases, such as HIV, MS, and fibromyalgia, so patients with any of those diseases will greatly benefit from using marijuana. It also helps the opioid crisis that we have today. In a study published in 2014, it states that states with medical marijuana laws have decreased rates of overdose from opioids than states that do not have medical marijuana laws. 2019, they did an analysis that showed that states that allow medical marijuana had a 21% lower mortality rate from opioid overdose. Marijuana can manage chronic pain without the risk of opioid overdose. It can replace using the pills. It improves pain relief and maintains treatment for those patients. It can also treat symptoms of withdrawal. I've gone through a lot of material today, so I'm going to wrap this up. In summation, we must have federal legalization of marijuana. After hearing my speech, how many will take a proactive stance on this? How many can at least say that when you vote and see this on the ballot, you will say yes to federal legalization of marijuana? Do it for yourself, but also for our country, for all the reasons and costs that I've mentioned. We all deserve the freedoms we were born to have. Thank you.
Does this fit the iPhone?
No.